The first thing you're going to want to know is that the Huawei Mate 10 Pro is a big, beautiful device whose camera quality and zippy speed definitely stand up to other high-end devices like the Note 8, the LG V30, and Apple's newest iPhones. The second thing you're going to want to know is that the price is right up there too. This isn't the phone that you buy if you're trying to save some cash. It's the phone you buy because you want a smooth running experience in a flashy package. You definitely get some slick hardware here, like that 6-inch screen. It's got a really high resolution. There's also a sleek build. There's a large battery in here and 6 gigabytes of RAM, which is always welcome. The phone is waterproof too. It's got those slim bezels that are on trend right now and a fast, accurate fingerprint reader on the back. Huawei is definitely known for those. And of course, it runs with Android 8.0 Oreo. What you don't get compared to those other phones is the Note 8's stylus, the LG V30's extra video software, and the iPhone X's fancy face unlocking. But Huawei wants to make its own mark with its dual camera, and that is co-engineered with the respected camera brand Leica, like a bunch of the Huawei phones before. So we know that we're getting some consistency here. There's a 12 megapixel lens and a 20 megapixel lens that only shoots in black and white. The camera has a dedicated monochrome mode that takes striking shots all on its own, but the second lens also adds layers of detail to your regular color photos. You're going to find a portrait mode on here, and in fact, you can even take selfie portraits. That's something a lot of phones don't do. You can take photos also with just that wide-angle camera, and you can dive into Pro Tools so you can fine-tune your shots. One interesting addition for the camera is what Huawei calls its AI processor, and that automatically recognizes your scene and adjusts the settings. So you point the lens at food and bam, you're on food mode. Same with taking shots of landscape or of text, like the back of my business card. The idea is that you'll save time setting up and editing shots. Here are other two things I kind of like. From the lock screen, you can double press the volume button to launch the camera and double press again to take a quick pic. You can also get rid of those 3 typical Android navigation buttons and replace them with one on-screen button that you can drag around and use for everything. So it can save space if you want to use more of the screen. The 10 Mate Pro comes in 2 colors, a titanium-ish black-gray shade and a shiny brown color that is actually really nice, even though it sounds kind of boring. It's not. The phone isn't available everywhere in the world, like in the US, so you will need to check Huawei's website or your local retailer for availability.